Good morning, you guys, and welcome back. My name is Samantha Renee, back with more comic book news. So today I am going to dive into Future State and DC. Well, DC, Future State, same thing. But before I dive into all the new releases, I do want to talk about the comics I did collect for myself last week with DC and Future State. But yeah, stay tuned. So before I dive into all the comics that came out last week, I need a coffee up because I'm still not exactly awake, so give me a second. Yes. Okay, so the comics I decided to collect for myself for DC last week, I did get a couple. And let's start with Sweet Tooth number 3. That is one I've been actually really waiting for because number 1 surprised me and I fell in love, and the second one just didn't disappoint, and then kept grabbing the third one. I was hoping it would keep up the same hype and speed, and it definitely did. So right here we did have number 3 come out last week. Added this one to my collection, and yeah, I'm excited for 3 and 4. I'm sad that it is going to be a short run of 6 issues, but definitely happy. We got Jeff Lemire with Jose Villarrubia. So anyways, that one was out. Another one I added to my collection from DC was Robin Eternal, Future State, which it's been a hit or miss with all the Future State stuff. I did enjoy this one. Was not the Robin I was expecting, but was not disappointed with the Robin they chose because I haven't really heard from Tim Drake or about Tim Drake in a while, and a couple other past sidekicks pop up in here as well. And the next one that I really liked, it was a hit or miss. People either liked it or hated it, but it was Justice League Future State. The reason why I loved this one was because you did get to see new versions of all like the Justice League characters. We have the new Far Sector Green Lantern. We have the next Batman, who is Tim Fox. We have a new Flash we've never seen before, the new Wonder Woman, Yara Flores, and then we have Aquaman and Amira's daughter as Aquawoman. Oh, and of course we have the new Superman, who is Clark Kent's son in this issue. And the next, Green Lantern Future State, which is one I really did not care for. I did like the side stories in here. We had one with, what's her name, Jessica Cruz, that I really liked. One with Guy Gardner, which was a lot of fun, very weird, but was enjoyable. So we had that out last week. One I added. And the last, I think this is the last DC I added to my collection last week, and that's Future State Dark Detective. I'm a huge Batman fan, so I was really excited for this. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. The art was amazing. Parts of it were really confusing at times because I was like, it just jumped around a lot, which caught me off guard, but the art was amazing. Yeah, I liked it. And there were a couple, no, not a couple, but there was a side story to Grifter in the back, which, it was fun. That one was enjoyable as well because they don't really talk much about Grifter, and yeah, but now that we know Bruce Wayne is not dead, so those are all the ones I just added to my collection that I kind of wanted to throw in there and talk about. But now I'll finally dive into the new releases for DC this week. So the first one on my list is one I've been waiting for, definitely waiting for, and that is going to be Batman Catwoman number 2. If you read the first one, like I did, I loved what they did. I'm curious to see where they go because I believe it's going to be 12 issues, and I'm hoping we get to see the Phantasm, like her and her costume being the Phantasm in this issue, because last issue it ended where we just kind of saw the mask on the bed, like she dug it up out of the grave. So hopefully we get to see that in here. Also, I want to see more of the relationship between Catwoman and Joker. Yeah, so that will be out this week with a lot of amazing covers. I had a hard time picking a cover. I'm going to show you the one I picked right here, and then all the other ones as well. The next one on my list is going to be, let's see. Oh, yes. We do have a Deceased Dead Planet number 7, which is the final issue. Justice League fights an army of Amazos, and then John Constantine goes up against Trigon. So, and the artist we have for that one, we do have Trevor Harrison, and then as the writer we have Tom Taylor. But that'll be out this week as well. And there's a couple covers I'm going to share right here. Yeah, I'm going to show you the A and B. And then next on my list is going to be Future State Catwoman, which is, I feel like a lot of people say they aren't going to pick up, but I have to get Catwoman everything. I love Catwoman. So that one's definitely going to be adding to my collection. The synopsis did sound pretty cool. So she has this new suit on that is magnetic. And this story, basically, in this issue, there's a train full of children heading to this place, basically being ran by the magistrate, which is the big bad of the future state at the moment. But there's a train full of kids, and she's trying to stop it with her new sidekick, which I want to know who it is, and her team of strays that, if you saw the last Catwoman issue where they kind of made an appearance, or like they finally gave them a name, but they'll be in this issue as well as they're trying to stop this train. Yeah, I'm excited. So, and I'm new Catwoman, why not? Something different. And then after that one's gonna be Immortal Wonder Woman Future State. That one, just the cover alone, the synopsis didn't really get me, but the cover alone made me very curious, because she has around her neck Green Lantern's ring, she has Superman's cape on, she has Batman's utility belt, and you could tell that a lot of time has passed. And so that means that everybody has kind of died off, and she's like the last warrior standing, and I want to see what has if they even dive into it, what has happened to the rest of her teammates. And I know, I'm pretty sure, I think the Nubia Wonder Woman makes an appearance in this as well. And the next one for the whole Future State thing is gonna be Nightwing #1 Future State. And I was thinking to myself when I was reading Robin Eternal, and I saw that this one was coming out, I was like, if there's all these characters in Gotham that are fighting the magistrate, why haven't any of them teamed up? Why have none of them bumped into each other? Till I read the synopsis, I think the next Batman, Tim Fox and Nightwing do like bump into each other in this issue, which kind of got me wanting to pick it up for myself, because this is one I was not even wanting, and then I read that and I was like, oh, maybe. And then I know it did sell out at the shop, so yes. Next one is gonna be Shazam #1 Future State. And honestly, I was gonna skip that one, and then I read the synopsis and I was like, dang, why does it sound so good? But we have the writer, he's Iwaldro, oh, I can't even speak. And then the next one, more coffee. And then the next one on my list is gonna be Shazam #1 Future State. So that's one I was not even gonna add to my list, but after reading the synopsis, it's kind of like, yeah, because now we figure out what happens. Like, Billy Batson is older and he's as Shazam, and supposedly Billy Batson has made a sacrifice to try and capture, or like to try and defeat somebody, but I guess it didn't really work, and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty good, and I'm very curious to see how they pull it off. So I would love this, because you kind of got to see him in Teen Titans for a split second when Raven was going, like, kind of having a vision. But I feel like since it did talk about in the synopsis how like the aftermath of what happened to Teen Titans Tower, I'm like, okay, yes, I'm gonna add that one to my list as well. And one that is one of the bigger books this week is gonna be Superman World of War Future State, which is gonna be like a cover price of $7.99. Thick book. I believe there's a lot of, like, I think there's 4 stories in this issue. And there's a bunch of different authors, a bunch of different writers and artists and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna be one of the bigger ones this week. This one after that's pretty big. It's also at the same price point, and that one's gonna be the next Batman #2. Definitely getting that one, because I felt like it was like a very slow burn with the next Batman #1. It was like a very slow burn. They gave you a little like teaser information, but it wasn't really that exciting. And I'm hoping right here, like this next issue, finally they're gonna dive more into who is the next Batman. How's that really working for him? I know the Fox family now has all of Bruce Wayne's money, but I'm curious to see, because the previous issue we saw the two brothers basically fighting about, why has one not been around? Why have you been helping the family? Things like that. And so we will see. And in there's 2 side stories that make me want that issue even more. So we got Gotham City Sirens, which I love. And also we have the Batgirls. And I don't think we're going to have Barbara Gordon in this issue. Like, it's the thing for Batgirl. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Spoiler and Orphan, which are 2 characters I really like. So those side stories, let alone, make me want the issue. So I'm paying that price point. I do not care. Yeah, it's one I want. Can't wait to add it to my collection. But those are all the DCs that will be out this week. But stay tuned for tomorrow's video because I am going to dive into Marvel and the indies and talk about the indies that did come out last week that were just amazing. So I'll see you guys in the next video, but please don't forget to do that social media thing where you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.